I'm John Hughes, and this is The Gypsy-Kitchen, a traveling culinary adventure, cruising the back roads and the forgotten highways of America, searching for interesting regional foods and delicious culinary adventures. Come join us. Recently, Cindy and I had the opportunity to visit Hunting Island State Park in South Carolina, just south of Beaufort. A beautiful beach, beautiful park. The dogs loved it. We loved it. We stayed 4 nights. We had an opportunity to dine out at a couple of the local restaurants, and on each of the menus that we visited the restaurants at, we saw a dish called Frogmore Stew. And there are no frogs in it. Apparently Frogmore is a tiny little town just south of Beaufort, and a local wholesale fisherman claims that in the 60s he created this dish when he got home and realized he had no fin fish for dinner. So he looked in his refrigerator and he had some spicy sausage, some shrimp, some potatoes, and some corn, and thus Frogmore Stew was made. So I've added some things, I've changed some things, and I have come up with the recipe that I am calling Frogmore or Less Stew. Again, no frogs. So I am a big fan of andouille sausage, which we have. I decided to add some celery, onion, and pepper. For this I chose yellow pepper, green pepper, red pepper would be fine. Jalapeno, I picked a red jalapeno. A green jalapeno is certainly doable also. We are going to be using the Old Bay. Wouldn't be a boil type dinner without Old Bay. Potatoes, I'm using a red potato. Corn, the original dish is whole corn, but I thought we're going to take the kernels off the cobs. I'm saving the cobs because we'll put that in, add extra flavor. Some nice beefsteak tomato and shrimp. In the original recipe they call for the whole shrimp, shell and all in it. I thought that for this type of dish, being in a liquid in a stew, that it would be better served to take the shell off, which we've done here, and some crab meat just to add a little extra value to the dish. So what we want to do is we put a little olive oil in a pan, stock pot, over medium heat there. We're going to add our andouille sausage. Andouille is a Cajun style sausage, which is fairly spicy. It comes fully cooked, but I just want to brown it up and crisp it up, so we're going to let that go for a few minutes. If you're ever in the Beaufort, South Carolina area and you have the time to visit Hunting Island State Park, you'd certainly be doing yourself a favor. Beautiful park, beautiful people, lovely beach. The loggerhead turtles, the females, actually migrate at certain times of the year, come up onto the beaches and lay their eggs, and they have a slew of volunteers and staff that go out at night, collect the eggs, protect them, let them come to hatchlings, and then eventually return to the ocean. They've got a great science center, great trails. The dogs are allowed on the beach with a collar and leash, and obviously if you have dogs you want to clean up anytime you walk your dogs. So certainly well worth a visit. We had a great time there. We would certainly return in a heartbeat if we find ourselves back in that area. So that's looking good. I'm going to turn this heat down a little bit. And what I want to do is I want to remove the sausage from the pan. We'll add that back a little later. So we've got that out. Our oil is still hot. To that I want to add my onion. It's about a half of a medium onion. My celery. And the bell pepper. Stir that. What we're looking for is for the onion to just begin to turn translucent, not to really brown or get much color on it. We'll add our jalapeno. And again, this I used red jalapeno. Green jalapeno would certainly work just as well. So I think we've got some nice color here. We've got the yellow bell peppers, the red jalapeno, the green of the celery, the white of the onion. We're looking just again for the onion to just start to become translucent. Don't want to add a lot of color to that. For this dish, for serving to make 2 people, we're calling for 2 cups of stock. I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken stock. That's just about right. Turn that up a little bit. Add my Old Bay seasoning and a bay leaf. We want this to reduce down, come to a boil. So that's just about there. That first cup of stock has reduced by about a third or so. So what I want to do is I want to add another cup of stock. I'm going to add my potatoes. And again, I'm going to put the cobs in along with the kernels. Obviously, when this dish is done, we will take the cobs and the bay leaf out. So let's see how we're doing here. It's been about 12 minutes. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to retrieve the 2 cobs. And there's the bay leaf. I can grab that while we're here. I'm going to return the sausage to the pot along with that good juice. Like so. I'm going to add my tomato. My shrimp. And my crab. Give that a good stir. And we're just going to let this go for 3 minutes or so, just till the shrimp turn a nice pink white center. You can see they're already turning pink. We'll throw the cover back on that. We'll see what that looks like in a couple of minutes. Smells delicious. I think it's going to taste even better than it smells, to be honest with you. What's not to love? Andouille sausage, shrimp, corn, potatoes, crab, onion, celery, bell pepper, jalapeno. I'm John Hughes. This is the Gypsy Kitchen. Thanks for watching. Frog more or less stew. Hope you enjoyed the show.